Hello, hey Nidus Insight family. Okay, I haven't been on here in a little minute. And that looks so pitiful back there, but just to let you guys know, not that it matters, okay? But I have way more stuff to put up there. I just haven't done it yet. But anyways, um so today's message, and it was written on January 8th of 2022. This is going to be about secretly competing. Okay, it really troubles me that I even have to do messages like this. Actually, when I'm looking at my notes, like the last 3 to 4 messages that I have written down in my book, like it's kind of something similar. And it's really upsetting that I even have to put these kind of messages out, because we have friends and family who really don't want us to do well, okay, in life. And but we're not like that, right? Like, we actually, love everybody, and you want everybody to genuinely do good and be a good person, okay? So and accomplish whatever it is that they need to accomplish in life that God has for them, right? So, but whatever, we're going to get right into this. So, secretly competing. I only have a few notes on here about it. I said, yeah, so people that do this, they have to be extremely insecure, right? So, that's number one. You don't secretly compete with your, friends, family, coworkers. Um, I mean, you really shouldn't do that. I mean, to me, there's no earthly reason to do that. Okay. You should respect somebody as they are, and they should respect you as who you are, right? And work with each other. I mean, help each other, pull each other up, love on each other, and you know, basically, like, if you do those things, like if you try to help build each other up, then you both are gonna rise, like, you don't get up. That always mind boggled me when people try to climb the ladder by pushing somebody else down. Like, that's crazy. And I've had that happen before, um many times. Like, I didn't understand that, like, somebody younger in a delicate position, okay, that I was at a company and they actually helped me get on to the company. And of course, like, they were younger than me, they had some things going on at home. And but I was in a, managerial position. But it's like, once we made that person, like, once we put that person to a managerial position too, a little bit later, it's like they just came for me. And it's like, why are you coming for me when I'm totally on your side? Right? So I don't get things like that. But that's definitely not the way to do it, okay, people? If you want to achieve things in life, then you just be a good person, do the right things, and work hard and work at it. You don't try to drag somebody else down just because they're in a, I guess, higher position than you, a position of authority. And if they're not a bad person and they're not doing anything but looking out for you, you definitely don't do that. So you don't get jealous of people just because they're in a different position than you, or a higher authority than you. And especially if you help them get, get to that position, or get on because you already knew they were in a coming in as that higher authority figure. Like, that's crazy. But anyway, so I have here, like, if you weren't you, then like, you would be out there doing what you have to do to live your own life, right? Like, so you do what you have to do to, achieve what you need to achieve, period. You don't look at somebody else's life and wish that you had theirs, or be like, oh, I want to be in that position, or I want to have that life, or I want to have that authority, or I want to have that. Okay, and that's fine. Even if somebody is your inspiration, that's totally fine. If they're like, somebody that you kind of look up to or whatnot, to be, strive to get to that position in life, that's okay. But you don't compete with them and knock them down while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? um to be honest, like, you could be knocking down like your God's given gift, to be honest. Like, and that's just how it is. I mean, you might have been called, to partner up with that person, or work with that person in some kind of way to even get to a certain position in your life. And so both of you can rise to that status, right? But if someone's secretly competing with somebody, you basically just ruin the whole thing. You ruin, like, exactly what God wanted for you and the other person, or the whole dynamic duo, right? The whole team, and I guess this could be, now that I'm saying it, this could actually even go for relationships. Like, you don't compete with your partner in a relationship. You just don't do that. You don't try to see who's the best person in the relationship, or who makes the most money, or who has the most whatever clients, or whatever, or business, or whatever like that. You don't. I mean, it's a little healthy competition is okay, but jokingly and playfully, but you don't, like, hard down compete with your partner. Okay, like, that will totally sabotage your relationship, like, before it even gets off the ground, seriously. Like, it's really sad that I even have to say these things, but I pray that everybody just really, like, takes heed, and, like, you know just think about certain things in your life and what you're doing. Okay. And then I just have, like I said, live your own life. Okay, do what you need to do for yourself and your family, your children, whatever. Do what God has called you to do. And so I have loving God, loving yourself, and loving your family, kids, partner, parents, etc., and loving life. Okay, like, so that's what we should be doing, not secretly competing with one another, because that's just it's just not good at all. Like, it's totally not good. It ruins relationships in any capacity. Okay, even if you're like I said, if you're, husband and wife, your spouse, um parent kids, parent children relationships, um definitely, like, you know um business partner relationships, and friendships. Like, that's the thing that will totally break a friendship up. So, no secretly competing with one another. Okay, just love one another, and pretty much that's it. And if you have done this, and you've done this, it might behoove you to, talk to your friend, and be like, you know what, I come to you, humbly. I'm sorry. I seen you as maybe a threat or a competition to me, and I apologize for, looking at you that way when I know that you only have your best interests in mind for me, and and for the whole, the greater good. Okay, so maybe that'd be something that you might need to do. Apologize, like come to your friends and family, sincerely, humbly, and with all truth and honesty, ready to put it out there. Okay, so that way you can maybe reestablish the relationship. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you might not be able to reestablish the relationship, but if you come and kind of repent to the person, and first repent to God because you know what you did, and then talk to the person about it and admit to the person what you were doing. You're gonna feel better about yourself, and that person is gonna feel better. But I'm gonna be completely honest. It's totally up to that person if they want to. They should forgive you, number one, but it's completely up to that person if they want to reestablish that relationship or not, depending on how deep and how much damage was done when it comes to you secretly competing. Okay? All right. So thanks for watching Nidus Insight. Love you guys. Bye bye.